Softypapa here from the Softypapa store on a rainy, typhoony summer day. I have another Japan treasure to share with you. You might be saying, wait a minute, didn't we see this one before? Yes, there are two of these. These are little fishy bowls, and I'm listing them separately. Let me see if I can get some more, there we go, some better light. I'm listing them separately because they were different enough that I couldn't really put them in the same listing. Like if you bought one and I used the photos for the other one in the video, then it wouldn't look quite the same. That's because they're kind of handmade. I'm sure they were probably formed in a mold, but hand painted. So anyway, these are fishy bowls, and it's a fishy bowl, and it's a very interesting item. I think that this was probably intended for use, well, I mean, okay, I'm going to confuse things up. Let me talk about something else before I talk about what it's intended to use for. On the back, it has the word foreign. Can you see that written right there? Now, that tells us a lot. That tells us that this was made in Japan in before 1921. That's because items made in Japan that were intended for the foreign market often had the word foreign stamped on them to satisfy the import regulations for foreign countries. Later, that changed to Japan or made in Japan, due to laws that went into place in the United States that caused that to come about. So if you see an item from Japan, a piece of ceramics typically, and it says made in Japan, we're talking after 1921. If it says foreign, before 1921. So this pretty reliably dates it as that probably a Taisho era piece of ceramics. It's been around a while. Now, why it didn't get exported overseas is anybody's speculation, but it got used here. And I think it was in fact used because it has evidence of use. Look, there's a chip right there. See that? And little marks and kind of scratches, a little bit of discoloration. I think all that adds character and appeal to it, I think. And like I said, it's hand painted. It's fired with a glaze, and then it's got that hand painted. Sorry, I'll hold it steady. It's got that hand painted little gill marks, fin rays, scales, etc. And I think it's a charming little item. I've got two of them. They're listed separately. I really like this. I like the story that it tells with the foreign. Sometimes I get the made in Japan, but this is the first time. These two items are the first time I've had the foreign item in it. So if you want it, you can find a link down in the description. If it's no longer available, check around. The other one might be there as well. Maybe I'll try to cross-link them in some way. And if not, you don't find either, then check around my store. There's lots of interesting stuff. Thank you for joining me. I gave the date and the condition. I've just covered it all. Here's a couple of photos. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.